today's world, they have a very, I think it's a very misunderstood word. That spirituality is a very misunderstood word. People connect spirituality to going to churches, going to temples, going to mosque or to gurudwara and praying the rituals. These people are spiritual. No. Suddenly a thought popped up in my head. What did I do in my life? I just stood up from my chair and I thought, oh my God, this is a huge mistake. You won't believe that one fine day, exactly 1 year later, I was taking a workshop in the same community center where I actually did the course. After this course, I'm getting a new hope that, I have to be strong and I can restart. Right? And during the COVID as well, every day, I would say more than 50,000 people we used to feed every day in our Bangalore ashram, international ashram. If you want to be a better one, better version of yourself, so you need to have this education in your life. Until unless you are sorted from inside, because outside world is just the reflection of your inside. Until unless you are sorted, you are calm, you are peaceful from inside. Peace is something which is not to be found outside.
Hello everyone. So welcome to our new episode and today's our guest is लोकेश भैया. आई थिंक परिचय के मोहताज नहीं है अब हमारे लोकेश भैया. मैं इनसे लगभग लगभग आई थिंक 2013 के आसपास मिला था. जो मुझे पता है इनके बारे में वो ये है कि ही हैज अ क्वाइट आई मीन वेरी different or interesting journey in his life. Starting from a sportsman and everywhere, I mean, competing with everybody, and he is kind of champion kind of person. I mean, I saw him swimming top class, badminton top class. I don't know whatever for what are the other things, top class, top class, top class. And then he was also an electronic engineer. I don't remember the company anymore. And then when I met with him, he was art of living teacher. He was one of my teacher, and we had quite a lot of interesting discussions. I also joined this art of living, and I also did the course with him. Partially one course like happiness, and then advanced course. So yeah, it has been quite a lot of interesting stories in between us. And today's topic basically towards for Lokesh Bhaiya, just to introduce him, and I really want to know from him then how he came to uh, this spiritual journey, how he landed to this spiritual journey, and how things are right now. And yeah, I mean, basically your complete story I want to know. So Lokesh Bhaiya, floor is yours. Maybe introduction hasn't been that good, I mean, which I wanted to. I haven't been prepared, so please still go ahead.
No, 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 not at all. So first of all, I would like also to say hello everyone to all the viewers who are watching this. So I would say that you have already given so vast introduction about me. I'm not. I'm just a very simple person. So today you are just. I met I think long time back. So he has been a very good friend of mine. He's like a younger brother. So it's always good to interact with you. And I know you are a very inquisitive person. So tell me, what do you
Thank you.
want to know about me, and what do you want to tell all your
हाँ.
viewers to me?
या सो आई थिंक मैंने बहुत ही कॉन्क्रीट तरीके से पहली बार पहले 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 सेंटेंस में नहीं बोला. इट शुड हैव बीन डन एट दैट टाइम, बट फिर से बोलता हूँ. तो भैया, आपकी स्टोरी क्या है? मतलब कि कितने लोग आपसे मिलते हैं? 1000 पीपल, आई मीन जब मैं आपसे मिला था तो मेरे ख्याल से आप 1000 पीपल को वन टू हार्ट जानते थे. आई डोंट नो, अभी तो 5 6 7 साल का गैप हो गया है. आज की डेट में आप 50,000 लोगों को वन टू हार्ट जानते होंगे. सो सो आई मीन बेसिकली क्वेश्चन इज, आई मीन आपकी स्टोरी क्या है? कैसे आप आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग में पहुंचे, फिर उसके बाद वहाँ टीचर बने, फिर एडवांस मेडिटेशन कोर्सेज के भी टीचर बने, एंड आई थिंक आई मीन somewhere around 2018, 19, or 20 somewhere, you became a full-time volunteer or teacher in art of living. So by leaving your job, please tell your story. I mean, from where you are coming in how you can land up to art of living.
हाँ यस देखो अगर इसको मैं आज देखूं अपने लाइफ को तो मुझे लगता है द लाइफ इज लाइक अ फ्लोइंग वाटर राइट यू हैव टू जस्ट
Mm-hmm.
फ्लो एंड यू जस्ट गो विद द फ्लो तो उस समय में मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगता था तो आई जस्ट रिमेम्बर आई हैड आई वाज सिटिंग इन माय ऑफिस एंड
Mm-hmm.
at around 10:30 p.m. in the night. So what we used
Mm-hmm.
to do in the office, we all were bachelors, and I'm still a bachelor. But so what we used to do, our office was just I think 10 minutes away from our home residence. So we used to live alone, so we never wanted to cook food in our house. So in our company, we used to get dinner. So we used to go to have dinner and just sit and have some gossip and do some office work, just like very casually. So one fine day, I was sitting and I was alone in my office, and suddenly a thought popped up in my head. What did I do in my life? And suddenly I realized that I spent around 21 years of my life just to earn money.
एक क्वेश्चन जस्ट स्टॉप कि
Yeah, please.
ये किस टाइमलाइन की बात कर रहे हैं आप?
It was around I think when I was I think 2007, 2007,
2007.
2007 or 6 maybe. 6 or
Okay.
7. 6 or 7 की बात है. So that thought just popped up in my head that what did I do? क्या किया मैंने ये? तो I realized कि यार ये 21 साल मैंने अपने आप को सिर्फ पैसा कमाने के लिए तैयार किया ये कंप्यूटर के आगे बैठने के लिए that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized that it has been a huge investment. 21 years it's a huge investment just to earn money. At that time I realized that कि कुछ तो गड़बड़ हो गई है लाइफ में. This is not the right way which
Mm-hmm.
which which should happen but it has happened but क्या है ये this is not the purpose of life कि सिर्फ पैसा कमाना. So from that day I would say something triggered inside me and I started searching for something else or you can say in your words that I started searching for purpose of my life कि क्या करना है लाइफ में पैसा तो मैं कमा लूंगा और बहुत आसानी से मतलब लाइफ में ऐसा कुछ नहीं रहा कि बहुत डिफिकल्टी आई या कुछ हुआ या आई भी तो महसूस नहीं हुई आई डोंट नो क्या था वो क्या नहीं आई हैव नो आइडिया सो जॉब वगैरह सब तो लग गया आसानी से सब कुछ हो गया स्टार्टेड अर्निंग बट दिस वाज आई थिंक दैट थॉट वाज द अवेकनिंग आई नेवर फॉरगेट दैट मोमेंट when that thought triggered in my head and I became like I just stood up from my chair and I thought oh my god this is a huge mistake कुछ गड़बड़ हो गई है and I kept on walking around in my cubicle कि यार सही में 21 साल it's a huge investment just to prepare yourself to earn money. What about life? Nobody taught you how to live your life, how to be happy, how to handle your emotions. When the anger comes up, it comes up, right? And the after effects remains for like 2, 3, 4 days, or maybe sometimes years, or weeks, or months,
Mm-hmm.
right? So why not? What is the purpose of my life? So that thought triggered in my
एक
head.
मिनट आई विल
Yeah.
I'll stop you. Do you have issues like anger issues at that point in time or something other? I mean, which bothers you? I
Yes,
mean,
yes, yes.
सबकी कैसे? I mean, everybody has their
Yes,
weakness.
yes, yes.
It could be
Yeah,
different,
of
different.
course, because by nature I am a very aggressive person.
Mm-hmm.
Very aggressive. Still, I am an aggressive person. I get triggered by so many things. But now the things are different. That
Mm-hmm.
anger does not stays for long. It just calms down and just vanishes. It just comes and goes like that. It does not stays in my head forever like that.
Okay. Okay.
So
Continue कीजिए आप वहीं से.
yes, yes, yes. So all these things were we used to I used to wonder about all those things. And I would say from that moment that journey started to search. And one fine day um, I was sitting in my room and my neighbor, his name was Kamal Gupta. I always admire him because he stayed. He was in he was our neighbor for only 2 months. For
Mm-hmm.
only 2 months he was our neighbor, and he came to my house and he said, I did a very wonderful thing. I did a course, Art of Living course, and I learned this, and that. He was telling me about that. And we are engineers, na? We think that we know everything. And we know, being a Brahmin family, so on, Ramdev already made, in everyone's house, Ramdev was famous for conducting yoga and all. So I thought, I know yoga, I know pranayam, I know everything. So what is something new which he is telling me about? So I had that attitude.
Mm-hmm.
And he kept on pursuing me for, I think, 1.5 months. He kept on pursuing me
Mm-hmm.
to do this course, Sudarshan Kriya.
Mm-hmm.
And but he never took the name of Sudarshan Kriya, right? He just said it's a basic course, it's a Art of Living course, it's a very good course. And suddenly one fine day he came to me, he said, "Oh, you are going to learn Sudarshan Kriya. You know what this Sudarshan Kriya you will learn." And I was like, since childhood, I was very inquisitive about what is that Sudarshan Chakra. So I thought
Mm-hmm.
maybe it is something like that. And then I asked him, what is this Sudarshan Kriya, what you're talking about? So he said, it is something else which you only will be able to experience it. I cannot tell you what it is. And I go, okay, fine. And then he took me to some introductory session. And at that time, there was some art of living teacher who came uh, there were, I think, 50, 60 people. It was an free session. It was an introductory session to tell what art of living is. And today, if you'll ask me what did I heard and what did I learn from that session, I don't know. I didn't get even a single word. I was waiting for that word, Sudarshan Kriya. That's it. So I think next 2 days, next from the coming Tuesday, that
Mm-hmm.
workshop was starting in our nearby sector in my town in Noida only. It was a community center, and when I went there, there were around 100 people, 100 odd people, and I
Mm-hmm.
was eagerly waiting for this Sudarshan Kriya. On the first day, they didn't teach it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't teach it. So I was very disappointed. Next day I came and I did Sudarshan Kriya. The next day also I did Sudarshan Kriya, and it had a very, I would say, very, very beautiful experience which I never had before in my life. And I liked it. After
Mm-hmm.
doing it, I liked it. And I felt very light. And the whole 6 days were the most memorable days of my life, which I can tell you what I did in each and every day. I still remember.
Yeah, yeah, go
And
ahead, go ahead. Maybe it's very important.
yeah, yeah. So I still remember. And and after that, yes, I started slowly practicing. And I will not say that, I became a regular practitioner. No, slowly, I used to miss some day to do Sudarshan Kriya in my home or to meditate in my home. But I kept on doing it. And I didn't realize what this Sudarshan Kriya is doing a change inside me. And one fine day, I was sitting in my cubicle, and every day he used to stand up and look at me. And they used to sit down after that. My boss, including my boss and all my colleagues,
Mm-hmm.
every day for 2, 3 days, they kept on standing and they look at me and they will just sit down. And I was wondering what they are looking at me. Why this weird behavior everybody is doing in my team? So one fine day I asked my boss, यार ये आप रोज उठ उठ के देख रहे हो क्या करते हो क्या मतलब what you are looking for?
Mm-hmm.
So they said, Lokesh, हमको लग रहा है कि there is some good news. Either you are getting married or you are in love. मैंने बोला नहीं ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं है ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं है. Neither I'm getting married nor I'm in love. Nothing is there.
Mm-hmm.
So they said, uh, these days we are finding you very happy. Very happy means
Mm-hmm.
you are working in your computer and you have a smile on your face. You are
Mm-hmm.
walking alone in the corridor and you have a smile on your face. So this happens only when somebody is in love. Otherwise, it is
Mm-hmm.
not possible. At that time, I realized, oh yes, बिना बात के मैं खुश रहने लगा हूँ अंदर से. आई एम फीलिंग वेरी energetic, enthusiastic from inside.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my first motivation. And I go, oh, this is something beautiful. And I started being an engineer. I started figuring it out why it is happening and realize that, I'm practicing Sudarshan Kriya. That's why it is happening. And second thing that happened to me was uh, I had a very severe sinusitis. So every 15 days, I had to visit an ENT specialist. and he will give the antibiotics. I think for 1.5 years, my life was dependent on antibiotics. I had a very,
Okay.
very serious shortage. Blood used to come, pus used to come.
Mm-hmm.
I had a severe pain in my cheeks and my forehead, continuous pain. So, and my doctor used to say that we need to operate it. It has become very severe. And then I used to ask him, okay, after you operate it, will it vanish? He said, no, it will not vanish. After three years, it will again come back. And then I told him, then what's the use of getting operated? So I
Mm-hmm.
didn't
Yeah.
get operated. Unfortunately, this Sudarshan Kriya came to my life, and it was very hard because it's a breathing technique. It's a rhythmic breathing technique. So it was very hard for me to breathe because of the blockages in my nose, because of sinusitis. But my
Mm-hmm.
teacher told me whatever comes up, you keep on doing for next 2 months, and you won't believe after 2 months that sinusitis got vanished. Yeah,
Completely.
I stopped taking any antibiotic, and still till now, I'm not taking any medicines, any allopathic medicines. It's all gone magically. So
Interesting. Interesting.
I used to tell people that this Sudarshan Kriya is your medical insurance. You will be healthy.
Actually, it is.
So that's how
In lot.
that was the first thing I stepped into this path of Sudarshan Kriya meditation, and slowly I found that this Art of Living family in Noida, they are very active and they do so many social projects. They go to different underprivileged schools, villages. They do their social surveys. They teach people. And I felt very nice when I used to be in those people's company that these people are really doing a very good job. And I think there was certain intention or some wish in the bottom of my heart that I wanted to give something back to the society. I wanted to do something for the society. So
Mm-hmm.
that thing was in my heart, and that's why I started feeling connected to those people. I started doing uh, next level programs. I kept on doing advanced living programs. I learned meditation programs, Sayat Samadhi meditation.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so wonderful to my life that I thought these small programs are so good. So I did all the programs in, I think, 7 8 months, all the art of living
Okay.
programs. And I think within one
Okay.
year I became art of living teacher. So
Within one
I
year.
had no clue. Actually, I had no clue how I became art of living teacher. I used to think that okay, it's a very big thing. I would say it's a very big responsibility, and I used to look at art of living teachers with very reverence, that they are so knowledgeable person. They are giving so much knowledge, so much solace, so much peace to the people. So I never thought that I will become an art of living teacher. And you won't believe that one fine day, exactly 1 year later, I was taking a workshop in the same community center where I
Mm-hmm.
actually did the course. And I had tears in my eyes, tears of gratitude, that within a span of 1 year, I was sitting as a student, and within 1 year, I was sitting on the other side as a teacher, teaching people Sudarshan Kriya and giving them the, all the wisdoms that came from Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji, who has started this Sudarshan Kriya in 1981. So
Mm-hmm.
I felt so fortunate that when the knowledge comes, when the Guru comes in your life becomes meaningful. Earlier also, see, nothing changed in my life because I'm st- I'm still a very happy-go-lucky person, right? I am
Mm-hmm.
a sportsman. I always take challenges in my life. So if you see what has happened, my life has become useful because earlier I am an engineer, so I used to spend my money here and there on myself only. My life was totally focused on myself only, right? It has
Mm-hmm.
no meaning. Earning money, eating food, and sleeping in the night, right?
No,
That's
it
the
has
motto.
I think, I mean, it has a meaning. I mean, but
Yeah, it has a meaning. Of course,
there's
of
no
course,
vision.
of course, of course,
Vision
of
might be
course.
blur or
Yeah,
evolving, I guess.
of course. Every life has a meaning, but it was so monotonous, right? It was totally focused on me, myself. That's it,
Yeah.
or to my family. Useful in the sense I'm trying to say that it has become useful from the bigger context, from the society
Yeah.
context, from the people context. And you won't believe, when I took my first workshop, there was a
Mm-hmm.
couple who came to the workshop, and they used to sit, one person used to sit in this corner and the other person used to sit in the other corner. And
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch them when after the session, when they used to go home, the husband used to drive the car and The wife used to sit on the backside. So I
Mm-hmm.
realized that there is a problem. Something is going on between these two people. But
Mm-hmm.
till the time they do not share, I cannot interfere in their relationship, right? So on the last day of
Mm-hmm.
the workshop, they shared their experience about the workshop. So they
Mm-hmm.
said, we are married for last 6 months, and we wanted to take divorce because we thought we are not made for each other. We are totally poles apart. And our parents told us to go into this workshop, this happiness program of art of
Mm-hmm.
living, and at least experience. And after that, whatever you wanted to do, you do it. But after these 6 days, those people were sharing, we know. So before, what we used to do, that this person is doing that, this person has a fault, there is a problem in that person. From now onwards, this program has given me insight that I can see the wrong things which I do, which I can correct in myself. And the wife also said the same thing. Both of them said the same thing, that now we are seeing the mistakes what we did. And you
Mm-hmm.
won't believe, I am now it's like running 15th year of my
Mm-hmm.
art of living as a teacher. They are
Mm-hmm.
also married. Till now they are married. Yes, and hopefully they will be.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a small child. So when I
Okay.
look at them, then I realize that such a beautiful uh, instrument my guru has made, so that
Yeah.
I can change people's life. And another episode I'll share in the COVID time, because we used to take
Mm-hmm.
online, we used to teach these online courses,
Mm-hmm.
solution Kriya programs. And there was a person who never used to turn on his camera.
Mm-hmm.
He will not speak even a single word when we used to ask the participant to share their experiences, or uh, ask any question, any doubt, whatever you have. That person never used to speak even a single word. So we thought probably this guy is doing the course or not, but he used to be there every day. On the last day, he shared his experience. That he said, Lokeshji, and he switched on his camera. He said, Lokeshji, today I am so much relieved that I really want to share my experience. Manika, go ahead, please. So he said, I am a married person. I have 2 kids, and we live in a joint family. We started a business just before COVID, and we lost everything. That business, everyone knows that all these small scale
Yeah.
businesses, they got affected during the COVID time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So they lost their business. I have lost all my money, all my belongings, and I have taken so much of heavy loan. So the people, all they feel like the bank people, sometimes they send some dacoits or some, like, very
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
bouncer like people to collect money, and they used to come in my house, and they
Mm-hmm.
used to abuse us so badly, and our all reputation is all gone. So I thought, I'll commit suicide. First I'll kill my kids, then my wife, then myself. That was his intention. And he said, now after this course, I'm getting a new hope, that I have to be strong, and I can restart. And you won't believe, after COVID, I got a call from that person. He said, Lokeshji,
Mm-hmm.
thank you so much. I have started a new business, and it is running very fine. And I am very grateful to you and to Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar ji, that I learned Sudarshan Kriya. And because of that, a new hope was there in my life. And now I am able to continue with that hope. So all these experiences of people, you know, it is a motivation for me, because I realize that such a beautiful uh, work has been done through me only, because I am only an instrument. None of the teachings are mine. Sudarshan Kriya has been given by Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar ji. This whole workshop is designed by him only. So I'm just a
Mm-hmm.
medium to convey his knowledge to the people. So being
Mm-hmm.
medium of that beautiful knowledge, which can change people's life, which can save people's life, it is an amazing feeling. So that is my motivation in the path of spirituality, and that has motivated me to come to this path as a full-time teacher. Though it was a very, very hard decision for me, my
Mm-hmm.
family, everyone, because after 18 years of industrial experience, coming back to this path, it was a big
Mm-hmm.
decision.
Yeah.
But
Indeed.
when you
Indeed.
have, yeah, but when you have a guru or someone who takes care of your life, then you need not to worry because you are doing his job, so he's doing my job. That's it. So that's my life,
Interest
and now here I am as a full-time teacher in Art of Living, and I teach Art of Living courses, and I become a medium to make people happy. That's it.
इंटरेस्टिंग भैया इंटरेस्टिंग।
Yeah,
काफ़ी मतलब दिल को छूने वाली स्टोरी आपने बताई और एक्सपीरियंसेस बताए।
yeah,
एक बात मैं भी शेयर करना चाहूँगा कि एक्चुअली आई ऑल्सो डिड दिस आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग कोर्स समवेयर अराउंड आई थिंक 2013 और 14 टाइम लाइन और मे बी हियर एंड देयर।
yeah.
मतलब ये तो मुझे एडमिट करना पड़ेगा, मैं मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा ऐसा वैसे तो नहीं कहूँगा, मैं बहुत बड़ा काफ़ी ज़्यादा डीप डिवोटी हूँ, बहुत ज़्यादा इन्वॉल्व रहता हूँ, उतना नहीं रह पाता हूँ। पॉसिबल भी इस समय नहीं हो पाता है। पहले तो काफ़ी 1-2 साल रहा। लेकिन आफ्टर डूइंग दिस हैप्पीनेस प्रोग्राम काफ़ी कुछ चेंज हुआ, मतलब एट लीस्ट काइंड ऑफ विज़न और वो चीज़ें जो पहले नहीं समझ में आती थीं, अब समझ में आने लगीं।
Mm-hmm.
जिन काफ़ी चीज़ें आई मीन इवन अपने अपने आप के बारे में भी, जो आपने बताया नहीं कि पहले जो गुस्सा आता था वो ऐसा लगता था कि दूसरा गलत है। मैं ये नहीं कहूँगा कि आज भी नहीं जैसे आपने बोला कि आज आज नहीं होता, आज भी होता है, लेकिन कम से कम एक वो जो एक चीज़ जो सीखना कि हम भी गलत हैं, एक वो जो चेंज आता है वो बहुत बड़ा चेंज था। आई थिंक उसने मुझे बहुत हेल्प किया। उसने प्रोफ़ेशनली भी, एज़ अ पर्सन, इंडिविजुअल एंड आई थिंक आई मीन गुरुदेव के आशीर्वाद से आई थिंक अंदर अभिलाषा भी है कि देश के लिए कुछ ना कुछ करें, मतलब बाहर रहते हैं फिर भी। लेकिन आई थिंक इन सब की शुरुआत वहीं से ही हुई है। ये सब समहाउ वहीं से ही कुछ ना कुछ गाइडेंस है।
Yes, yes, yes.
बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा चेंज होता है, मतलब ये जो आपने एक्सपीरियंस शेयर किया कि मुस्कुरा रहे हो ऑफिस में बिना बात के, ये मेरे साथ भी
Ah,
हुआ है। एवरीबॉडी इज आस्किंग व्हाई यू आर सो हैप्पी
yes, yes, yes.
विदाउट एनीथिंग। सो नाउ आई कैन आल्सो रिलेट इट विद माय एक्सपीरियंस। इंटरेस्टिंग इंटरेस्टिंग। अच्छा, फिर इसके बारे में थोड़ा सा इसके बारे में बताइए, जो ये जब जब आप ये डिसीजन ले रहे थे कि लेट्स गो फुल टाइम और नॉट नॉट, वो उस समय मानसिक स्थिति क्या थी, मतलब क्या चैलेंजेस थे, क्या क्वेश्चंस और आंसर्स आपको डील करने पड़ते थे, एंड हाउ आई मीन वो थोड़ा सा, क्योंकि ये काफी सारे लोग इससे रिलेट कर
I know,
पाएंगे
I
जो जिनके पास ये ट्रांजिशन हुआ, क्योंकि जैसे ये आपका ट्रांजिशन हुआ कि भाई फुल टाइम प्रोफेशन से आई मीन वर्किंग प्रोफेशन से आप इस वाले प्रोफेशन, एक तरीके से ये भी एक प्रोफेशन हुआ हम सभी के, उसमें आप शिफ्ट कर रहे हो। वैसे ही क्या कहते हैं, बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं नौकरी कर रहे होते हैं, दे वांट टू ओपन देयर ओन बिजनेस, दे आल्सो आल्सो वांट टू शिफ्ट। सो उनके दिमाग में भी क्वेश्चंस होते हैं। तो पॉइंट इज, हम जो रिलेट करना चाह रहे हैं सब, ये जो बीच में जो डायलेमा क्रिएट होता है,
know.
वो आपके क्या थे भी कि नहीं थे, जरा थोड़ा सा उस पर प्रकाश डालें।
हाँ यार, ये मतलब बात तो सही कही है तुमने। अगर इसको, इफ यू लुक लाइक दैट, नॉर्मल पीपल who wanted to open up their own business or a startup, of course they had a
हम्म,
dilemma in their head that whether they want to leave their job, and it's a big risk. But I don't know, in my case I would say it was just a happening. I remember, because see, in my company, we had our one department, so they wanted to sell that department to some other company,
हम्म,
right? So practically, I lost my job. I'm losing my job. Of
हम्म,
course, I'm getting into some new company or something like that. But there
हम्म,
also, again, I have to restart from the beginning.
ओके,
I have to prove myself, yes or no. In corporate sector,
हम्म,
it happens. For
हम्म,
example, let's say I worked in my company for 17, 18 years. So people know me. Company knows me. I'm an asset to that company. But if I'm going to another company, I have to again prove myself as an asset to that company. So that transition was happening in my life.
हाँ,
And
ओके,
I always wanted to uh, become a full-time teacher. I had that clarity in my head that this is something which makes me happy. When I see smile at other person's face, when I see that some good is happening, some, even for a fraction of 1% or 2%, something good is happening, and I am being the cause. I am being the medium of that happiness, to bring peace in someone's life. That is that gives me so much of solace from inside, so much of joy from inside, that it is I never found that joy when my salary was credited to my account. I never felt that that much happiness, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, of course, for the very first time, or let's say for 1 year, when salary used to get credited in my account, definitely I felt very happy.
Mhm.
But now I would say that that materialistic pleasure was slowly diminishing in my life. And I tell you, it diminishes in everyone's life, but we do not realize it. Right? So
Uh,
spirituality is a path only when you have the realization that there is no joy actually in the materialistic world. I'm not saying it is not required, but the joy reduces. And I had
mhm.
one more I would say awakening in my life. I had a dream to have a car, good car,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? So I bought a sedan, Honda City at that time. It was supposed to be a very good car at that time after 5 years of my job.
Uh-huh.
And I had so much craze that I'm going to buy that car, this and that. I did so much of research, and I took my
Mhm.
parents to buy the car, and
Mhm.
I didn't know how to drive it. I tell you.
No, एक्चुअली पहली बात तो ये बड़ी चीज़ थी, छोटी-मोटी चीज़ नहीं होती है। क्या कहते हैं, आप
I know,
नौकरी में
I
आ रहे
know.
हो 4-5 साल में ही
Yes, yes, yes,
सीडान पे पहुंच रहे हो। आई मीन
yes,
अनलेस
yes,
यू
yes.
आर मीन
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So,
हम्म
so what happened? I asked my friend, you have to drive the car back to my home,
हम्म
and I put my car in the cover, and that car stayed in my parking or garage for 15 days. I never touched that car. I used to come outside in my balcony and
हम्म
I used to look at my car and I used to realize now this car does not give me that excitement, that charm anymore. Why not? Why it is happening? I'm not
हम्म
so much fascinated about this car just after few days after purchasing it.
हम्म
And then I realized it happens in the materialistic world. All the excitement is till the time you do not possess it.
yeah
All the excitement, all the charm, that drastically, or I would say exponentially reduces. I'm not saying it reduces completely, no. It exponentially reduces that joy, that charm.
yeah
It
I
happens with
also saw
everyone. Even if you purchase a phone, right? iPhone, let's say you purchase an iPhone. So till the
हम्म
time you have bought it, you have the excitement. You purchase that phone, you unbox that phone, and you download all the apps, features, and you do a whole survey for one night. Everyone spends one night when they purchase iPhone, right? Just knowing, discovering about the phone, and you won't believe it happens with everyone. After 1 days, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, the excitement reduces drastically, exponentially. It happens with
ये
everyone, and then you become used
yeah
to it. ठीक है, iPhone तो है ना. It is just like that. So I had this realization. मैंने कहा यार ये तो फिर तो इसमें तो charm है ही नहीं ना. Then what is the real
हम्म
charm? Where is the real charm? And you won't believe, after becoming an art learning teacher, when I see people's lives changing and I am the medium,
हम्म
that happiness remains with you like forever,
interesting again
right? So that
interesting
was that. Yeah, that is the something in my head. It was always there, and that motivated me to become a full-time art of living teacher. Of course, I had an interaction with Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji, and I told him that this is happening. This transition is happening in my career, and
हम्म
I never told him that I wanted to become a full-time teacher. But
how long you didn't told him uh, knowing him, and how long, I mean, after that you didn't told him?
no, I had that desire, but I immediately after that transition was happening in my life, no. So
Hmm.
I remember that I met him in Rishikesh ashram.
Okay.
He was there, and I met him, and I told him that this is happening in my life. What to do? I asked him, and
अब
he
ये
looked
कब की
at
बात
me.
है?
It is, I think, 2016.
ओके, मैं आपसे मिल चुका था।
2016, mid of, I
हम्म
think, maybe July, or yeah, June or July. No. It is April 2016.
हम्म
So I asked him. So he said, he immediately looked at me and he said, "Oh, you want to become full-time teacher?" And I was like, "How did he know?"
आपने बोला था कि उन्होंने बोला?
No, I never told him. I never told him that I want to become a full-time teacher. Immediately looked at me. He said, "Oh, so you want to become a full-time teacher?" And I was like, for some time, I got shocked. How did he know? And then I told him, whatever you say, because you are my guru. And
Mhm.
he said, okay, then do it. And then he went. Yeah, and then he went. And I was like, stunned. What did he say? What he has just said. I was just, mesmerized. And then again, after walking 5, 10 steps, he came back to me.
Mhm.
He said, what are your responsibilities? First, tell me, what are your responsibilities? So I told him, my father, he's a retired person. He is getting the pension. I have made a house for him. My younger brother, he's already married. So he's settled. So he said, don't you have any sister or any other responsibility? So I told him, see, parents are throughout your life your responsibility. So he said, no, no, that is a different issue. They will always be your responsibility. But any such responsibility that, you have a sister or you have to make a house, any such responsibility which needs your time to your family. So I said, no, I do not have such big responsibility. And then he said, okay, then. Then he said, okay. So that is a beauty because he is bothered about your family, the people around
Mhm.
you. If they are happy, if they are fully with you, then only he allowed me. Yeah, he asked one more thing as well. How your parents think, about it when you become a full
Mhm.
time. So I told them, yeah, of course, it will be a shock to them, but they are very understanding. So he's happy. Okay. Okay, now you do full time. So that was the story. So that's
Mhm.
how I became a full time because, see, I am serving my master, right?
Mhm.
Shri Ravi Shankar ji. So I will take these steps only when he will ask me to do that. So
Interesting.
in a way, I would say that, I had that desire in my head and he guided me how to do it. That's it. So that's how I became an art film teacher, well, full-time art film teacher.
काफी बड़ी बड़ी बात यहाँ पे आपने बोली.
Yeah.
हम्म. अब एक चीज मेरे दिमाग में भी आई थी जब आपने स्टेज पर से लिया था लास्ट टाइम. आपने बोला ना कि आपने अपना जब आपने रियलाइज किया कि कैसे आपको लगा कि हाँ यार यही चीज है मुझे इसमें अच्छा लगता है. दिस इज द बेस्ट थिंग आफ्टर डूइंग आई मीन टीचिंग पीपल, हेल्पिंग देम एंड एलिवेटिंग देयर स्पिरिट और थोड़ा जो भी है. तो उसमें आपने ये बात बोली कि आपने फाइंड आउट कर लिया कि आपका पैशन क्या है एक्चुअली.
Okay.
बेसिकली यू
Yeah,
टोल्ड
in
यू.
today's term, you can say, yes, of course, it's a
या.
passion for me. Yeah.
सो पैशन आपने वो मतलब कि ये लार्जर अगर कॉन्टेक्स्ट में इस बात को रखें कि कैसे हुआ, वही है ना कि एक बार रियलाइज हो जाए कि दिस इज माय पैशन.
Yeah.
एंड एंड इसमें भी टाइम लगता है काफी लोगों को कि अपना पैशन फिगर आउट करने में. पैशन का मतलब जिसमें जो लॉन्ग टाइम तक सस्टेन कर सके. ऐसे तो रेगुलरली आते रहते हैं. तो मतलब कि आपने स्मार्टनेस दिखाई ना जैसे ही आपको रियलाइज हुआ फर्स्ट टाइम कि अरे यार ये दिस इज रियल माय पैशन एंड दिस इज रियली गिव्स मी हैप्पीनेस. लेट्स गो फॉर इट. सो
Yes.
ये मेरे ख्याल से हमारे अदर व्यूअर्स के लिए भी इंपॉर्टेंट होगा. इट्स नॉट अबाउट ओनली फॉर आई वुडंट से कि आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग टीचर के लिए मैं प्रमोट कर रहा हूँ आप बने नहीं बने नहीं, लेकिन क्या कहते हैं पैशन अपना जरूर फॉलो करें अगर आपको कोई मौका मिलता है.
Of
अगर
course.
आपको क्योंकि
Of course.
लाइफ में सबको सबको कभी ना कभी मौका जरूर मिलता है.
Yes.
हमेशा नहीं मिलेगा. हमें कभी कभी हम हताश भी हो सकते हैं, लेकिन जब मौका मिले और ऐसी क्लैरिटी मिल जाए कि ये आपका पैशन है आपको फिगर आउट आप कर लें, तब
Hmm.
आपको और आपको मिलता भी है और आप उस समय जब आपका टाइम अच्छा होता है तो आपको उसको यूटिलाइज भी करना चाहिए.
Yes.
ऐसा
Very,
मेरा सोचना है. दिस इज वन ऑफ माय
very,
पर्सनल
very,
थॉट.
very true. But you asked me one question ना कि आपके मन में कुछ दुविधा थी या द्वंद्व था कोई dilemma था.
हाँ. हम्म.
Yes. So I would say because so many people are seeing that because I'm using
हम्म.
so many times my master, my guru. So definitely I would like to tell something about the guru,
हम्म.
right?
या
Because
गो.
yeah, because many people say that oh अच्छा गुरु है तो क्या गुरु होना
आई थिंक
चाहिए नहीं.
बात ये है कि ये सब कुछ सारी चीजें कवर करने के लिए लोकेश भैया बहुत सारे पॉडकास्ट लग
I know,
जाएंगे.
I know, I know. But फिर भी,
बहुत सारे. या.
because people are
हम्म.
listening to that, so
यस.
I'll tell this in a very short way. See, there is so many people play football, right? So many people play cricket. So many people are some play some music. Some people are very good in certain subjects. So they always have a person or a coach or a teacher who is guiding them. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
So
Mostly.
that coach is a guru. So here I am saying this in the context that knowing the purpose of your life, telling you what to do in your life, how to do in your life, to guide you all the time, that is your guru, right? So
Hmm.
it is always good to have a master in your life. When you have a master in your life, right? So then you have no confusion, no dilemma. So I never had any confusion, any dilemma, because there was someone who is there to guide me in my life. So when you have a person, when you have not person, when you have a guru in your life, all the confusion, all the dilemma, all the struggle in your mind, it all just vanishes. So that faith
Yeah.
is necessary. Until unless you have a faith, you'll always be in that, what to do, what not to do, all the confusion, all the, clouds in the head. There is no clarity. So that is the
Hmm.
beauty. That's why I was telling that, having a guru is a very, very fortunate thing in your life. And the guru
और
is
आई
one who guides you through your life in each and every step.
और मैं एक चीज बात और ऐड करना चाहूँगा, ऐसे ही बस जस्ट एक फिलोसॉफिकल टेंजेंशियल। आई थिंक हम गुरु के पास नहीं आते हैं, गुरु हमें चुन लेते हैं और हमारे शायद
हाँ,
पुराने कर्म होते हैं।
नहीं नहीं, ये तो देखो, ये एक बिगर कॉन्टेक्स्ट में ऑफ कोर्स इट इज देयर, या यू हैव टू जस्ट मेक अ विश एंड योर गुरु फाइंड्स।
मतलब मुझे नहीं लगता कि ये मेरा, मैं अपने आप को एक बार भी बोलूं कि मैंने ऐसा किया इसलिए मुझे मिल गए। आई
हाँ
थिंक
हाँ,
मैंने पिछले पिछले जन्म में कुछ अच्छे काम किए होंगे,
या ऑफ
उसका
कोर्स,
फल है कि मुझे ऐसी अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली।
बिल्कुल सही बात है, बिल्कुल सही बात, इट इज सो ट्रू। यस।
ओके। अच्छा, चलिए अभी थोड़ा सा टॉपिक को दूसरी साइड पे लेके चलते हैं अपने पॉडकास्ट को। क्या कहते हैं, हम लोग यहाँ पे इस चीज को और एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हैं कि आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग में किस किस टाइप के कोर्स होते हैं, क्या क्या उसमें इंटरनली आपको, मतलब कि यू कैन बी बेनिफिटेड, क्या क्या मिल सकता है, क्या है मतलब उनके आर्किटेक्चर डिजाइन, कितना कितना टाइम लगता है, ताकि हमारे शो के माध्यम से एक बार लोगों को ये भी पता चल जाए। क्योंकि अब अलग से सुनना एक ये डोगमा टाइप का होता है, अरे आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग का कोर्स कर लो, बट एग्जैक्टली है कि आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग में देर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स यार,
यस
देर आर
यस।
सो मेनी थिंग्स। तुम्हें क्या चाहिए, व्हाट यू वांट टू पिक, आई मीन वेयर डू यू वांट टू स्टार्ट। तो थोड़ा सा एक अगर हम आइडिया दे सकें मेरे
हम्म।
इस क्वेश्चन से, मे बी इट कुड सिंप्लीफाई। क्योंकि लोगों को पढ़ना पड़ता है, आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग की
हाँ
साइट पे जाना पड़ता है, फिर देखते हैं, फिर उसको इंटरप्रेट करते हैं, इट टेक्स टाइम। आई मीन आजकल का जो टाइम है, 10 मिनट से ज्यादा तो किसी का वो रिटेंशन पीरियड नहीं रह गया है, अटेंशन
हाँ।
पीरियड। तो मे बी एक्सप्लोर, मतलब इसको थोड़ा सा आप एक्सप्लेन करें भैया।
सो आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग तो देखो तो, एज द नेम सजेस्ट, हाउ टू मेक योर लाइफ एन आर्ट, सिंपल,
हम्म।
राइट? So now after coming to this point, what I realize what art of living is, it's an education which we have missed in our life. See, our education system is just on to have the materialistic gain in your life, right? We have all the materialistic education. That
हम्म।
education does not tells you how to live life happily, how to handle your mind. This whole whatever you do in your life, it is all because of your inside word. Yes or no?
या
Do you agree to that? Yeah.
या
Whatever, how much successful you are in your life, until unless your mind is at peace, you are not going to enjoy that success. So until unless you explore your inner being, how much successful you are at the outside, it has no meaning. So art of living is to explore your inner being,
या
to have the real success in your life, both materialistically and spiritually, being happy from inside, being contented from inside, being enthusiastic about it, being passionate in life, and do whatever you are doing by giving your 100%, by being in the present, enjoying each and every aspect of life. How to become that person? That is what art of living is. And there are different ways, to handle your mind, because we have never learned. right? Since childhood, we have been told control your emotions, handle your emotions, but nobody teaches you how to do it, how to control your anger,
Yeah.
yeah, how
Yeah,
to
that's a
focus
big
on
question.
your,
I mean,
yeah,
that's a big question. That's a big thing. It's not easy
yes,
to
yes,
control
yes,
emotions and deal
yeah,
with them.
yeah,
And I do. I mean, we don't even have that kind of infrastructure available in the society. With, I mean,
yeah,
without, I mean, art of living and these spiritual
yes,
courses, they might provide this. But I mean, it should be part of our education system, I would say. I mean, this
yes.
is my personal thinking.
Actually, it should be the part of education. Why? Because see, everybody wants to handle your emotions. Is there any one
Hmm.
person, not even a single person on the earth, would not love to handle his or her emotion, right?
Yeah.
Is there any person who does not want to focus on their goals without any distractions? Nowadays, there are so many distractions. Yes.
Yeah.
Is there any person who does not want to have beauty in their relationship? Every relation, with your parents, with your siblings, with your life partner, with your friend, with your boss. So you want to, nurture your relationship. Who does not want to do that? Who does not want to be enthusiastic in life? Who does not want to be more happy? There are people who are happy. But
Hmm.
if you want to be more happy, you won't, who would not want to be more happy, more and more happy, enthusiastic, being
I think
loved and express love.
that's a
And,
natural desire for every human, I think.
yeah, hey, forget about the spiritual desire. I'm saying in a very basic way.
Hmm.
If you want to be a better one, better version of yourself, so you need to have this education in your life. Until unless you are sorted from inside, because outside world is just the reflection of your inside. Until unless you are sorted, you are calm, you are peaceful from inside. Peace is something which is not to be found outside, right? People look for happiness outside. People look for peace outside. I would say where you experience happiness. For example, you have seen a very beautiful sunrise or sunset or a snowfall, or you are in the company of your most favorite person. You feel very happy, yes? So
Yeah.
where do you feel happy? Inside. So that source of happiness is inside only. So that peace is inside only. We are looking it outside in a person, object, or a situation. All right. So art
Yeah.
of living teaches you how to be peace with yourself, how to be the better version of yourself. So if you want to be a better version of yourself, if you want to be happy in your life, if you want to be more enthusiastic in your life, if you want to be more compassionate, if you want to be, loved by everyone or express love, and if you want to be focused in your life, if you want
Hmm.
to handle your emotions, if you want to handle your life in a better way, the best way you want your life to be, you need to learn these skills. And that's what art of living teaches you, all these skills. So I think it is
Hmm.
for everyone, irrespective of caste, community, culture, country, language. It is there for you. Just like, the education, basic education is for everyone. So this education is also for everyone. I feel that
Yeah.
every person on this planet, at least for one time, should do this art of living program. And you realize by yourself only. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I think. I mean, the only thing is, I think everybody is not lucky enough to get the chance or get the desire. I
Of
mean,
course.
जो लोग बस मतलब कि everybody is, it's not possible to have this kind of desire because I mean they might be too much struggling in their survival. For an example, these guys, I mean, for them, I mean, I think this kind of question doesn't even appear. I would like to see, I mean, our society, I mean, to be, I mean, once we will be a developed nation, most probably this kind of things will not be there. They will
Yeah.
have this kind of opportunity to think about how to make our life even
Yeah.
better.
So I would like to say this aspect also. So this is a beautiful thing which you have mentioned, that there are so many people who does not realize, who does not have these, they are still struggling for their basic humanities. So that's why, see, the art of living volunteers come into picture. Art of living social projects come into picture. So
Mm-hmm.
now I'd like to tell you, art of living works in a two different way. One is empowering a human being from inside.
Mm-hmm.
Another aspect is empowering the outside world, right? So art of living in India, like there are more than 1,000 schools which are running free for the underprivileged kids. There are more than
How's
1,000, more than 1,000 schools, free schools, right? And more than 1 lakh people, they are getting free education. Their food, their clothes, their books, and their tuition free. Everything is free of cost.
interesting?
It is run by the Art of Living Foundation, right?
Hmm.
So there are I think in more than 40,000 villages they have been adopted by the Art of Living, where different projects like 5H programs. Yeah, 5H programs are providing health, hygiene,
Mm-hmm.
harmony, human
Mm-hmm.
values, and housing to these people, these poor people in the country. Nobody knows that because in today's world, all the positive news you won't find in any news channels, right? So all these works are done by Art of Living throughout the world, and
Mm-hmm.
in India only more than 70 rivers have been rejuvenated in Maharashtra and Karnataka.
Re
Rejuvenated means all those
Yeah.
small
Okay.
rivers and tributaries, uh, which all the rivers which did not have water. So there are certain techniques which can, revive these rivers. So all these things have been done. So by Art
Mm-hmm.
of Living, and if there are any natural calamity throughout the world, Art of Living people are the first person to be there to help people.
कुछ
Right?
एग्जांपल्स बताएं हमारे व्यूअर्स को फॉर एन एग्जांपल गुरुदेव
If you see that,
सिचुएशन.
there were floods in Uttarakhand, there were floods in Kerala,
Mm-hmm.
there was a war situation in Ukraine and Russia.
Yeah.
So so in the country of Poland, so we had
Mm-hmm.
Art of Living ashram, and we opened our doors, and the
Mm-hmm.
refugees from the Ukraine or the Poland, they came there, they survived there, they had food, meals for months, right?
Okay.
And during the COVID as well, every day, uh, I would say more than 50,000 people we used to feed every day in our Bangalore ashram, international ashram,
फिफ्टी
every day,
थाउजेंड
3 times meal, right? For the whole time of lockdown. So
50,000 फिफ्टी
yeah,
थाउजेंड का
every
खाना
day, every day, every day, and
हम्म.
it's not only in Bangalore ashram, throughout India, throughout the world, all the Art of Living volunteers, they were feeding the needies. And I'm pretty sure that there are other people also, other organizations also, they were also doing that. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
right now, I'm talking about Art of Living. So Art of Living has one aspect of serving the society and the second aspect is uplifting the person's spirit from inside, empowering the person from inside, so that the person becomes self-empowered to handle his or her emotions, her life, his life in a better way.
I think both are complementary little bit
Both are
because
complementary. Both are complementary.
unless you don't have these kind of
Yeah,
people, I mean those who are spiritually enlightened or not enlightened, but
uplifted, you
they
can
are
say.
into spirituality and they feel, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
that effect, and
yeah,
then only, I mean that kind of force you can have, which can make these kind of impacts, I think.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And one more thing I would say, people in today's world, they have a very, I think it's a very misunderstood word. That spirituality is a very misunderstood word. People connect spirituality to going to churches, going to temples, going to mosque or to gurudwara and praying the rituals. These people are spiritual. No, spirituality means knowing your spirit. And what do you want in your life? You want love, you want affection, you want peace, you want to be happy, you want to be enthusiastic, you want to be focused, you want to be
Successful,
compassionate, you want to be successful, right? You
earn
want
money, earn
peaceful.
money.
No, no, money is different. You want to be peaceful. Ultimately, if after earning the money, you want to be happy only. That's it, right? So end
Yeah,
result, I
yeah.
think you want to be happy only. So
Mm-hmm.
all these are the qualities of your spirit. So spirituality is nurturing these qualities within yourself. That is what spirituality is: being compassionate, yeah, expressing love, expressing belongingness, yeah, being enthusiastic all the time, being happy, being peaceful, to serve people. Are you getting it? Having
Yeah.
the goodness in the heart, joy in the heart.
Hmm.
Yeah? So, gratitude inside you. All these are the qualities of your spirit. So, nurturing. See, why do you do spiritual practices? To be happy, to nurture all these things only, na? So,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
what spirituality is. So, in today's world, I would say up to a certain extent, everyone is spiritual. You have to nurture those things. So when you meditate, when you sudarshan kriya, when you serve the society, these things flourish inside you. So that's what art of living does. Flourishing
Hmm.
all those and nourishing all those qualities inside every human being. Then only, you cannot have a violence. You cannot have war-like situation in the world. If the person is compassionate, peaceful from inside, it has always the nature of helping others, always a nature of taking care of others, of the society. So that sort of society is peaceful. That
Hmm.
society, you will not have any kind of violence, corruption, or any kind of wrong things in the society. In today's world, if the crimes are happening, it is all because of the lack of spirituality, lack of belongingness, lack of love towards the other person. Right? So in today's world, spirituality is very necessary. So this is an education which nurtures these spiritual values inside you. So that's what art of living does. So and it
Okay.
is for everyone. That's why it is for everyone.
अच्छा, शॉर्ट में, लेकिन तब भी आप थोड़ा सा वो बताइए कि क्या टाइप ऑफ कोर्सेज होते हैं, मतलब कि अवेल टाइप ऑफ वर्कशॉप्स आर विच काइंड ऑफ
Yeah,
विच
there are
डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ
workshops. Yeah, yeah,
वर्कशॉप्स
yeah,
आर
yeah.
अवेलेबल,
Of course, yes.
and how anyone, I mean, who is interested, and how should he start, I mean, which kind of course he should start with, some idea for
Yes, yes, yes.
new people, those who are not
Hmm.
available and searching for this kind of place where they can learn.
Of course, of course. So
Hmm.
art of living offers different, I would say, workshops, different kind of education, I would say,
Hmm.
to every age group. So after 6 years, you can 6 to 12 years, the kids can do. I would say in the earlier time we used to call it Art Excel. It's a Pragya Yoga or
Hmm.
mm, yeah, Medha Yoga. You'll say. I don't know. You can
Uh-huh.
find it on the website. So there is one workshop for
Hmm.
the kids from 6 to 12 years old. 12
Hmm.
years old, and for 13 to 17 years old, we have a different workshop, because see, every age group has a different challenges,
Yeah.
right? So 6
Yeah.
to 12 years old kid is exploring himself only. So there are so many qualities are, I would say, uh, they get elevated inside a child. They are born, so many good qualities, so many skills are born inside a child. So nurturing
Hmm.
those skills, those I would say those good qualities is for that age group, right? For
Hmm.
13 to 17, it is that age where everybody starts getting educated. Everybody, the emotion starts developing in that child from 13 to 17 years,
Yeah.
right? And this is the age where the destruction happens the most,
Yeah.
right, in today's world. So how to
Hmm.
handle those things? So that workshop is beautifully designed for that particular age group. And from
Oh.
18 to, let's say, there are people who are students, so
Hmm.
18 to 30 kind of age, where this is the age, I would say this is the most crucial age, 18 to 30 years, because
Yeah.
before 18 years in India, from Indian perspective,
Hmm.
before 18 years the kid is in the supervision of the parents,
Hmm.
under the supervision of parents, yes,
Yeah.
before 17 years old. And after that kid goes to the college, so he feels, oh, I'm the boss,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So that is the age where the child is exploring himself or herself. His personality is getting developed, right? It is
Hmm.
getting developed or it is getting suppressed,
Hmm.
right? His relationship with the parents or siblings, they they start building or deteriorating. Both happens during this age, right? This is the
Mm-hmm.
age from nowadays where the children are falling into relationships, and very easily they are breaking out from it. So that
Mm-hmm.
emotional trauma is there, right? This is the age where the kids are finding their career, what they are going to do in their life. So they have to be focused. So there are a lot of challenges during this age. So this
Yeah.
workshop called Youth Empowerment and Skill Workshop, it is
Mm-hmm.
designed especially for the students of college going students,
Okay.
and the younger professionals. And
Okay.
now there is another workshop which is called we call the happiness programs, which is a generic workshop for
Mm-hmm.
people who are like above 18 years, yeah, who are into career, they're stable, yeah, they are like married, and they have some higher level of challenges. So this is the I would say this is a very deep course, happiness program. This tells you about the life, the essence of life, right? This is the foundation of the course. So I would say this is the foundation of art of living, where we teach Sudarshan Kriya. In youth program also we teach Sudarshan Kriya, but
Mm-hmm.
and in the for the kids also we teach Sudarshan Kriya, but it has a different pattern, right? So nowadays one beautiful course has been introduced for the kids, that is called intuition program.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
Have you heard
interested
about it?
for my
Yeah,
son. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. It,
Here, I think, I mean, here in Europe, it's like, I think, 700 or 1,000 euros, but in India, it's quite cheap.
yeah,
So we are
yeah.
waiting for
But
the
but
Indian.
that program is really powerful in the kids, like the intuitive power. We all have intuitive power.
Yeah.
We all have, but it is very little, 5 to 6%. For example, let's say, sometimes you have an intuition that somebody is going to come, one of your old friends, somebody used to come to your house, and on that day, that person comes to your house, right? Sometimes it happens.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
our
yeah.
intuition gets fulfilled only 5 to 6%. So developing that intuitive power, what is going to happen in your life? You get an intuition. See how peaceful the life would be. Right? You're getting an
Mm.
intuition. You're becoming intuitive out. See, Gurudev says that all the inventions, they have happened through intuition only. All the inventions, all the scientists are very intuitive. All the professions, we think that creativity, like I would say musicians, photographers, painters, uh, I would say the sports people, they are very intuitive. They
Mm-hmm.
have that intuitive power. So developing that intuitive power in the kids above 6 years old and till I
Mm-hmm.
think till 17 years, this is a very powerful course that is called the intuition program. I think every kid should do that. And these are the beginner programs.
Yeah, I have. I mean, I have some reviews. I mean, from Europe. I mean,
Yeah,
I asked one of the person who was coming to follow up for long Sudarshan Kriya on
yeah,
Saturday Sunday, and he mentioned about that he did it for his kids, though it was quite expensive, but results were amazing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
And there is one beginner level program as well, that is called, somebody, let's say, want to learn meditations. For that,
Hmm.
Samadhi meditation is there. And and after that, if you want to pursue on your spiritual journey, we have advanced level programs. That if you want to, let's say, become an yoga expert, so we
Hmm.
have yoga programs as well in the name of
Yeah, this
Shishu
is this
Yoga.
is very this is important. Is this information is very important for European perspective, because I mean,
Yes,
if
yes, yes.
any viewer would be watching and they have the desire of being a yoga teacher,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
this would be an authentic platform from India,
Of
since I
course,
mean
of
yoga is
course,
also
of
coming
course.
from India. Here, I mean, I see yoga as a very different. I mean, I should not say they are not yoga, but I mean, authentic version is you have a good opportunity to learn it from the authentic resource
Of course, the ancient and the
source.
authentic way of learning yoga. Because in today's world, see, yoga is never a word. It is yoga. Yoga means uniting with the your individual consciousness with the supreme consciousness, with the higher consciousness. That is what yoga is. Yoga means plus, summing it up,
Hmm.
right? In today's scenario, we call it yoga, right? People connect yoga only to the physical asanas. So if you are
Yeah,
very good in twisting and turning your body, people say, "Oh, you are an yoga expert." No,
no,
yoga
here, I
come.
mean,
Yeah, yoga has three aspects. I'll come to
आप जो
yoga.
बात कर रहे हो, पहले मैं कंफर्म कर दूं कि आप एकदम सही कह रहे हो कि योगा
Yeah,
का जो मीनिंग है वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा डिस्टॉर्ट हो
yeah,
चुका है
today's world.
वेस्टर्न
Yes,
वर्ल्ड
yes,
में
yes.
यहाँ पे। आई मीन मैं इतना इतना मुझे नेगेटिवली नहीं कहना चाहिए, बट इतने सारे, एक तो पहली बात तो यहाँ पे डिमांड बहुत है यूरोप में,
Yeah, yeah,
योगा,
yeah,
मेडिटेशन, ऑल दीज थिंग्स।
yeah.
बट जैसे भी ये लोग सीख के आए हैं, दे आर मेकिंग, they are not teaching you the authentic yoga, because I mean, when it is only exercise,
Oh, you should go
how
to gym.
come?
Right?
Yeah, I mean, breathing exercise
Yeah,
as well,
yeah, yeah.
you are also been taking care of breathing as well, and
Breathing is
poses as well. Yeah, but still it is not it's incomplete, because I mean, there
exactly.
is,
So why it is incomplete? Because the physical asanas are only the one aspect of yoga. Yoga consists of three aspects. First one is physical aspect, that is called the asanas,
hmm,
right? Like, you twist and turn your body, you do different asanas for the different parts of your body. So first, one aspect is yoga. One aspect of yoga is asanas, physical asanas, right? Second
hmm,
is pranayama, channelizing your energy. See, when you do asanas, what happens? Uh, we have energy flowing from top of our head to the bottom of our toe, right? So throughout the body, the energy is flowing inside our different veins, or you would say different channels.
hmm,
But there are certain blockages as well inside our body. So when you do physical asanas, all the blockages gets removed, and you have a free flow of energy inside your body. So now your energy is flowing freely inside your body. Then comes the second aspect, that is called pranayam. Pranayam
hmm,
means channelizing that life force energy which has generated inside your body after doing the asanas. So
hmm,
channelizing, giving right direction to the life force energy inside your body. So second aspect is pranayam. And third, the supermost, the most uttermost aspect is dhyana, meditation. So these three things, when done properly, then yoga happens. It's a
yes,
happening. That is what yoga means, right?
yes, yes,
Asan, pranayam, and dhyana.
yeah,
Physical aspect, channelizing your energy, and third aspect is meditation. So
yes,
all these three things together makes uh,
yoga,
yoga,
not yoga.
not yoga.
Yoga.
Yeah, yoga means people have learned like that,
Yoga
doing
is a
physical
Western word.
asanas. Yeah,
It's not even original thing. I mean, it's just been
yes,
taken
yes.
out one part of
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
and it is being sold out.
exactly, exactly.
So
So that's why this is, if you want to learn the most authentic yoga, ancient yoga, which has been
mhm.
originated in India, then you can learn it from Art of Living, and even then you can become a certified yoga trainer as well. So we have
Yeah,
that thing as well. Yeah.
there is a huge peak demand. I mean, in
Yes,
Europe
yes,
to
yes.
become a yoga teacher,
Yes,
yoga.
yes,
I
yes.
mean, which is
So
a
you can
Western
learn
word.
from Shishi School of Yoga. So
Yeah,
we have different centers here in India as well and abroad as well. So you can enroll anywhere. Finding out the website www.artofliving.org, and you can put the country's name and you can find it out there.
yeah,
So I would say to all the viewers, explore at least once.
yeah.
Go to the website and explore. Yeah. I am
Okay.
Yeah, I would urge people to look into that, so that they should not miss that beautiful aspect of life. Yeah.
Yeah. अच्छा, कमिंग बैक टू जो हमारा प्राइम जो सबसे बेस क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे चालू हुआ था, वो ये था कि क्या क्या किस किस टाइप के कोर्सेज हैं, लगभग लगभग हमने कवर किया। आई थिंक, आई मीन, वी विल डू, आई मीन, वी विल एक्सप्लोर इट मोर इन सम अदर पॉडकास्ट, व्हाट इज ब्लेसिंग कोर्स, दीज आर वेरी, आई मीन, दीज आर
Yeah, yeah.
different kind of, how would I say, cakes or cherry on the cake in this spiritual journey. I
Different
now these are,
flavors you can say, different
yeah, I
flavors.
mean, these are very advanced thing. First
Yeah,
of
yeah.
all, maybe this is not the right time to tell about people. I mean, these are,
Yes, yes.
we will discuss about the blessing course, because I haven't done this blessing one, and there
Okay.
are some more, Sakti Kriya,
Yeah, yeah.
what was it? Something. So there are a
Kayam,
lot of
yeah,
things. I
yeah,
mean, and DSN you haven't mentioned. DSN is
yeah,
Divya Samaj Nirman. So it also, I
yeah.
mean, it changes quite a lot. I mean, everybody
Of course,
gets
of
different
course.
different different things out of it. I mean, for me, I personally changed, I mean, how to look towards and towards a woman respectfully. That
Yeah,
was one exercise that changed me. I mean, it's a big statement which I'm saying, yeah, but that's yes, it is. That changed in me in 2015 or somewhere, something.
oh wow.
So that one exercise when women, I mean, girls, they wear men's
Don't
clothes,
disclose it. Don't disclose it.
and
Yeah,
so that's a very, I
let's
mean,
talk
like
about it.
pivot in
Yeah,
thinking completely, and paradigm shift. So okay, we will talk about this later.
yes,
One
yes.
question, one interesting question. uh, would you like to mention this? I mean, or maybe मेरी रिक्वेस्ट पहुंचाएंगे आप दिनेश और उनको, बाबा को, इन लोगों को
What
कि
request?
after some time I also want to do podcast with them.
Ah, of course, I can ask them if they
या
are free. Definitely, yeah, they would love
या
to do.
नहीं, उनसे उनसे आंसर भी मत मांगिएगा कि करेंगे कि नहीं करेंगे, बस ये बता दीजिएगा कि ये मैंने भेज दिया मेरी रिक्वेस्ट आपके पास
Okay,
आफ्टर
sure,
सम
sure.
टाइम
I'll tell them.
व्हेन
I'll
हमारा ये पॉडकास्ट चैनल विल बी मोर मैच्योर, सो
yeah,
देन आई विल डू दैट.
sure, sure.
तो आई थिंक, आई मीन, लोकेश भी, आज हम लोग क्या करते हैं, अपना पॉडकास्ट यहीं पे ही समाप्त करते हैं.
Sure.
बिकॉज आई मीन, बात करने के लिए तो बहुत सारी हैं, बताने के लिए बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, एक दिन में और एक पॉडकास्ट में इट्स इम्पॉसिबल.
Yeah.
So we will. So Lokesh, be any last thought which you want to say?
Uh, I would say, of course, life is very vast.
Mm,
It is very deep. So I would urge all the viewers to look into your life from a bigger context, not just like being caught up with any person, object, or situation. It is a very small aspect of life. I would say start looking to your life from a very big context, and then you will find that there is an enormous peace inside you. There is enormous wealth inside you. If you can find out that wealth, if you can nurture that wealth, then you'll have a different meaning of life. So that's one urge which I have.
yeah.
And everyone's see, everybody has his or her own journey of their life. So I would say just explore it. Yeah.
Mm, very well said. And yeah, I mean, I think, I mean, इससे अच्छी लाइन हो नहीं सकती हमें एंडिंग के लिए. So thank you लोकेश भैया, आज अपना बहुमूल्य समय देने के लिए. Thank you लोकेश भैया
Pleasure is
for
all
giving
mine.
us your precious time. And yeah, I mean, we will create more and more podcast for more, I mean, or
Sure.
more different topics, which will, I mean, maybe viewer can suggest us on comment section what kind of topic they want to listen about. Then we can further come up to the, I mean,
Sure. Sure.
to address those specific topics. So यहीं पे हम लोग समाप्त करते हैं. Again, thank you very much लोकेश भैया. Bye bye for the next time.
Pleasure is all mine. Bye bye. Take care, everyone. Bye bye. See you next time.